what's your name?
My name's James.
Okay, so this is our very first video. We're at home and
home packing, getting ready for the trip. Going to KL. It's 4:54 in the morning and we're going to Malaysia.
It's driving us to the airport. And now it's pretty dark. What is this?
Coffee out of a machine.
Let's see. We're now at the Shenzhen airport and they have a machine that is specifically making different type of coffee. 我们现在要从机场，然后出深圳机场，因为今天我们有大概12个小时的中转时间，准备去深圳的市里逛一逛。
No, I don't really want to say anything, but we're here in the Shenzhen airport. We're on our way to the DTA, and yeah, that's all I got to say about that.
Also, it's interesting that in Shenzhen, subway has different level of coolness, of AC strength. So supposedly where we're gonna stay, it is a very low temperature. Agree?
Agreed. It's already going?
Yeah.
All right. Welcome everybody. Here we are in beautiful Shenzhen. This is our first sight of it. Manning, what do you think in the 5 seconds we've been out here?
We're trying to embrace the heat. That is what I'm trying to get used to.
Yep. Hear that. Embracing the heat.
Not that hot actually.
Yeah.
我们现在上到了3楼的这个信和广场，然后看到了这个大字，因为这个广场可能我们来的太早的缘故，基本上很多店面都是关着的。但是既然他写了繁楼了，那我们就过去看一看繁楼是不是在这里。Hi, and we didn't use any of the coupon on Meituan, but we find that if you like settle the bills before 10:30, you can have an 88%, which means it's like 80%. I don't know how to say that in Chinese, but basically you have 22% off. So we kind of pick some of the things we like, and that's it. So we're gonna introduce you to the thing that we ordered. So we probably will eat along the way. So please bear with us if our table is kind of messy. So this one, supposedly it is a dessert. The upper top of it is like the tapioca, like a frozen tapioca, like a jelly. In the middle is the mango, if you can see. And the bottom should be like coconut. So this is a very interesting dessert. And this is like a very like Cantonese style 顺德双皮奶. I think direct translation will be double skim milk, but it's basically a milk pudding, and you can see some like scattered little almond is here. And this is hot. I think the hot flavor is stronger than cold ones. And this is the I don't know, like a teapot and also the tea. In a lot of the brunch places, in some places in Guangdong Cantonese area, it is required that you order the tea. And sometimes people just need 1 or 2 pieces of dim sum to sit all afternoon or morning. So you drink the tea along the way and chit chat and enjoy. And okay, we're gonna do the sticking. Try to try this different fruit. Let's try this one first. It looks really jiggly. It's really good. Okay, I'm going to try. Okay. It's not very sweet. It tastes like milk pudding. Yeah, while we're just talking, they gave me something I've eaten for a long time. This is a type of sausage. I don't know if it's sausage, but basically you have a wrap and some crispy fried dough in the middle of it, and also like giant jumbo shrimp in there. And they give us like 3 different types of sauce. I guess this one probably is a type of chili sauce, and like garlicky chili sauce, and this is maybe like peanut butter. And this is vinegar, I'm pretty sure. Probably a mixture of vinegar and soy sauce. Now I'm going to film James try this because I was just like, my mouth is filled with sweet flavors. And now I'm going to switch back to James and who will go to try a little bit of this sausage. Want to try the sausage next? You can try to dip into any of this free sauce. Could you describe what is the texture?
Yeah, the wrap, I mean, it has 3 different layers, so it's soft and like gelatinous on the outside, crunchy on the inside, and then you hit the shrimp, and of course it has like that chewy consistency, but very good.
And this one is a type of rice. So James said he wanted to try the chicken feet, and this rice set happened to have both chicken feet and ribs. So it's supposed to be really good. And as you can see, this type of vegetable is called youcai. I don't know how to translate it in English. It's very crispy, and in Cantonese area they eat that a lot. And they really like to use the zhuzhi, so it's a type of preserved bean soy sauce, I don't know, and eat it with it. I think I would describe this as 酱肉包子. It's not like the char siu in American context, which is like red color. It's more like a 酱肉. So it's like soy sauce flavor and sweet, but it's not artificial.
So we're here in the pilot free trade zone. Essentially it's an area where mainland China, Hong Kong and Macau can do business, and they can benefit from, you know, certain political administrative policies that make it a little bit easier to do trade in the globalized world. Here we are. We're gonna go check it out.
I don't know if we're gonna check it out, but actually we're going to try to find an Alipay Halo bike so we can ride to somewhere called 海上世界, which is the English translation is the Sea World, and people recommend it to me, so I will check it out, and I'll bring James there too. James is a big fan of riding bikes in the city, and we saw a lot of banyan trees, which is the characteristic of the southern part of China, and also maybe like tropical areas around the world. I don't think Guangdong is a province that near tropical. It's kind of like on the 北回归线. I don't know the English term for that.
And I'm thinking palm. This is a variety of palm right here.
Banyan tree.
Banyan.
I want to go that way.
Let's go this way. It's more of the jungle walk.
It's very humid, but it's not like too much, and it's standable. It's manageable. 我们现在骑车到达了海上世界这一站，然后背后我猜可能是南山，因为这个地方在南山区呢。这个山是不是南山？啊，请深圳小朋友们跟我来说一说哈。然后看到了一个金钻手工品，从来没有看过这个牌子，看上去挺不错的。然后这边有这个很蛇口的文化文创展，我们现在可能会先进去看一下，因为在我们的背后就是海上世界。我听说是一个不错的地方，好像是能看到海的，而且能看到一个很大的船，或许是这个样子。然后地面上也有一些涂鸦，这很蛇口文化文创展。OK，so let's go。进到这个综合体，看到这边有个蚊子，还是蜻蜓，应该是蜻蜓，不是蚊子。在这个汇信的这个 shopping mall 里面，它这边有一组漫画，讲的是深圳蛇口的历史，还蛮有意思的。 然后这边感觉就像是一个步行街，我不知道为什么它是一个非常有意思的地方，也许就是因为有这个船吧。我们等会会走近再看一看，是一个游轮吗？So this is Niwa Plaza, and you can see there is a statue over there. Looks like a mermaid, but actually it is Niwa. It's basically the China, how to say, the goddess that creates all human beings. We're walking towards the waterfront, and James, you can walk in front of me so that I don't need to take other people's photos. Okay. Yeah, this is like a little green area. This one seems to be like an art house, so looks like a museum or gallery, but we didn't really go in there. And they have some artisan coffee shop here. Yeah, ice cream. Maybe if we are too hot, probably won't go in there. Some people are riding bikes. Maybe we should ride bikes too. Floaty.
是的，这个自行车是活动范围是有多大呀？随便你骑去哪，我们是按小时收费。
Yeah.
对，有50的，有75。
Wow, this is an incredible view. This
Yeah.
is really nice. You have the river, city.
I don't know if it's a river or ocean. How sure are you?
Oh, actually, yeah.
Let me search.
A river into the ocean. Right now we're surrounded by mountains.
Yeah, but this is okay, so this is, I think this is the Bay Area of the ocean, and the other side should be Hong Kong.
Which way would Hong Kong?
That way.
Really?
Yeah, so Hong Kong and Shenzhen is the waterfront. See? Yeah, it's over here. So it's Hong Kong over there. Yeah, it's a very big building. So now we are in a small food vendor called Malaysia, and supposedly this is a Hakka food, 客家菜, and you can see some of the food set with like set on the wall. But today I only want to try the yan mian. I ordered the smallest size, probably 6 yuan, and let's try it out. We're not so hungry right now, but we really want to give it a try because, at least for me, I heard about it over and over again. So this is the first time I saw it in like real life. So how can I resist? So now we have the yan mian with us, and supposedly it is it looks like a lot of like crispy onion or shallot and spring onion or scallions with some noodles underneath. It's only 6 yuan, but it's a lot of noodles. And they also on the side of the table, they offer you also the traditional garlicky spicy sauce and vinegar, soy sauce. I think there's white pepper and also toothpick. So let me try a little bit and see how it tastes like. I'm a little excited. It's really good. Yeah, it tastes like a mixture of different sauce. It's not salty. It doesn't taste like straight soy sauce noodle, but it tastes like a mixture of different spices, and it's very smooth. It's not like very spicy or anything. Actually, not spicy at all. So probably I'll add a little bit of spicy sauce afterwards. You may adding some more flavors. 这样说他不是很想吃，但是呢，后来看你吃了以后就变成这样，连盘底的油都吃完了。我们从刚才的梅县页面出来以后呢，再往前走，现在是在往南头古镇的方向走。James 在看那个路线。这边的街景其实挺有意思的，然后刚才一路走过来遇到了很多小吃，包括了烧腊呀等等，然后也看到了一些穿着深圳校服的年轻的小朋友们。深圳校服是蓝白条纹的，哦不是条纹，大块的颜色，蓝白色的。Okay, they're just doing our city walk. James was taking some photos.
Yeah, I like looking at the
Clothes?
Yeah. Hang dry.
Oh, yeah. Chinese people like to dry their clothes in the open air rather than using the dryer, which is very eco-friendly.
They make them last longer.
Yeah. Also, the dryers doesn't give you the good smell. This is an area which is pretty chill. I see people walking around. Today's a weekend afternoon, so not so many traffic yet. But I have the suspicion that on our way back to the airport, we may hit the rush hour again, and we will be like pushing other people's shoulders, squeezed, struggle to find any space to breathe. Yeah.
Ooh, I spot a blue bike.
Oh, okay.
That's only one.
It's only one, so we cannot ride that.
Let's go this way.
This place definitely reminds me of some central area in Hefei. The road isn't
Hey, can you run?
too wide, but it's wide enough. Okay, we're running. Yeah, one thing I like is now this time when I come back to China, a lot of cities they have this type of not graffiti but like smaller murals or decorations hand painted on the infrastructure, which made the city have some characters. Whoops. Yeah. But one thing I don't like about it is they're like a lot of times the passengers and the riders, they need to share the same space, same road, and the lane is very narrow. And when it's very narrow, people cannot help but like beep at each other, which is not very comfortable. I know James likes it a lot. Do some tricks. Now we're get to Nantou Gucheng. This is a neighborhood with a lot of old-time buildings, architecture. People will recommend this place to me. Oh, there's a medical here. Okay. I don't think it's in the like city center or something, but it is a unique neighborhood. It doesn't really charge you anything to get into this neighborhood, but the inside is quite modern. It doesn't really show much about the old school architecture. It has a lot of different stores, clothing stores, food stores, milk tea places, some music, like artist presentations, displays. It's a really interesting Cantonese dish. Some tropical plants. Fun. How do you feel about it?
Kind of really cool. You know, it kind of reminds me of Wuxi a little bit, the old city.
Yeah.
But minus the rivers.
Minus the river. Yeah. So far, I haven't seen a river here. Maybe it's time to get a popsicle and ice cream or something. It's quite hot.
Yeah, it's hot.
Yeah. I feel a lot of cities have a similar area. They're trying to have the fusion of the old and the new, but also just trying to create some places that I can attract tourism. And it's pretty cool. Right next to that Zitang, there's also a free presentation of this area and how it grows as a village into a city. So basically a demographic history of this region. And it's great that it offers for free, and it talks about the story of this region, so people who never been here get a chance to get closer to the history, the local history. And also it's in both like bilingual, so people who not speak Chinese would also be able to read. Yeah, it presents some of their artifacts, something they used in the past. This is like a Chinese calculator. And also the torchlight, the kind of like landline phone, the Panda TV. So there are different types of certificate of the residents in Shenzhen area. So surprised that they have so many, a collection of cactus, different shape, different shades of green. Have you ever wondered how people in history, how they like enforce the justice? So here is the court of this region called Shenzhen, and every time when some people want to file a complaint or to like try to find the fault of somebody, then they will like punch on these drums on the left, so whoever in the house will hear. And I think they will show you some scenes, probably sculptures of what it looks like in the past. The lines, the beautiful sculpture, decorations. James is coming towards the court. What crime did you commit? The crime of being too handsome. Right. Okay, so this is probably what it looks like when basically a great judge trying to tell people who does the correct things, who does the wrong thing. I believe there are security on each side, and you can see some scary weapons. That is basically an indication of how justice is enforced with, I don't know, with violence, right? So